band. Love Doesn't Really Stink. It's just a song from the 70s. I'm working on 27 years, I think. Just saying.
You want a calculator?
No, I'm doing the math in my head, but it's not working too good. So while those guys are thinking up what the next song is we should do, and I think Mr. Chainsaw Man is going to be coming back in about 15 minutes. Big thank you again to the sponsors, Engineered Machine Products, the City of Escanaba, Escanaba Public Safety, Escanaba DDA, Meyer Stores, the Visit Escanaba Bureau, Island Resort and Casino. So a big thank you to those sponsors that help put on this show tonight. They do that and a lot of other things in this community. I see a whole bunch of vendors out here. I hope you guys are trying out all the different foods. Red Barn I see is in my radar over there, and Wild Man's Burgers. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm sure that's good. Just the name alone's interesting. What else we got over there? Babaloons, Brisket Barn, all kinds of good stuff. Norm's Fries is in the house. Also, if you get a chance, check out the Delta County Amateur Radio Society. I see they got a nice booth set up over there. You guys all connected to the world over there? All right. You know, I know you guys don't see them out much, and maybe that's a good thing, but when they are needed, they're there on the spot. So when stuff comes up, those are the guys that keep the communication working, because guess what? Your cell phones do not always work, especially if a tornado or something like that goes through. So that's a lot of those things. If you got any questions to those guys, I see they got their booth set up, the big antenna, and I'm sure they'd be more than willing to talk to you guys about stuff. So I've talked for quite a while now, guys. Did you come up with a song to play? What is it? Oh. So Joe Walsh. technically going to play all night long, but till 9 o'clock. Ish? Okay. Ish. How you doing back there with the sun, Mike? He was a little bit concerned, so he found one of his old beach blankets in the back of his car, and
It's working.
kind of improvise a little bit. You know, drummers, they come up with different unique ways. Duct tape, baling wire, and magic carpets.
That's it.
Here to introduce to you our band. First of all, if Levi and Mordecai are still in the house, and Todd Trudell, thank you so much for coming up and playing some songs earlier on. You guys are awesome, love your stuff. These guys are playing awesome. And big thank you to those guys. Anyhow, over here on lead guitar, would you please give a warm welcome for Mr. Mark Trotter. Laying down those heavy bass lines on that old Fender bass, Escanaba's very own Rob Lalonde. guitar. Okay, Mr. Sunshine back here. Now this guy, he's very talented. He's kind of a transplant. He's from Seattle, but we let him in with open arms. He's an awesome photographer, got a lot of cool tats, and he plays the mean drums. Would you please give a warm welcome for Mr. Mike Hall? Thank you so much. We're going to be back in a little bit. We've got the chainsaw, axe throwing, all kinds of stuff coming up. So he's got a lot of cool stuff over there, and then he'll do his thing, and we'll be back. Don't forget to check out all the different food vendors we've got over here.